To start off, I'm going to show you guys my braiding pattern. I am using an invisible part, so I put these 2 braids in the front, and that is where my part is going to go. This is my braiding pattern of how I will sew in my tracks, and it's just like a messy pattern going back and forth. This is the Outre hair. This hair is super affordable, and it is the Dominican blowout straight in 18, 20, 20, and 22 inch, and it has a lace closure. And honestly, I love the feel of this hair, and it is super cheap, and I am using the color 4. So starting off with the 22 inch, I basically just took the track and I'm gonna sew it following along the line of my braid pattern, which is why I chose to go across. There was a lot of hair in this pack, so what I decided to do was to double up the track for each braid that I did, and I still had a lot of hair left, so instead of just using one track for the braid, I doubled them up. And just to show you what pattern I'm following with each thing, I'm just following a braid and sewing it onto a braid. I'm not using any special technique, just using a needle and sewing it on there so that it stays, and that, you know, method works fine for me. And when I get to the edge, I fold over the track and move to the next braid so that I won't have to cut the track. I know a lot of people don't like to cut the track, so basically I just folded it over and continued on the next braid and started sewing, and I repeated this pattern for my entire head. And this is one pack of hair, so it kind of got me very far. And then I'm taking the 20 inch and I do the same thing, picking up from where I left off, folding the tracks under, and just following the same exact method that I did before. And this is that pack of hair, and I'm almost done with my hair with just 2 packs. And this is the third 20 inch hair. And yeah, I mean, I just did the same exact thing, picking up where I left off. Like I said, I had a whole bunch of hair left. This is the third pack. The last 18 inch pack, I'm just using this because if you see the top of my head, it's like a lot of braids hanging out, so I'm just using this hair to cover that part. And I still had about half the track left, and this is with doubling up on the tracks for each side. This is the lace closure. I cut it in the middle because the pack said that I can do this to use an invisible part. This was my first time doing this, so I'm gonna have a whole bunch of trouble. I lined it up with the part, and then I kind of flipped it over and sewed it. I wish I would have got a better angle, but honestly, y'all, this was a complete struggle trying to keep the closer near my head so that it looks more realistic and lining it with my part. As you can see, I am struggling, but I wanted to share the struggle with y'all. I found that pinning it was better. This is one side done. I still have to sew the other side, but I decided that bobby pinning it was a lot easier after all the struggle to make it work out. So this is one side, and this is both sides. So that's about it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys another day, another time. Bye, YouTube.